Welcome to Dodger Stadium and welcome to the 2025 World Series on Fox, presented by Capital One. This best of 7 has become a best of 3. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays, Game 5 from LA. We welcome you inside. That's the Hall of Famer John Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. These Blue Jays, I tell you what, they lose that 18-inning heartbreaker. They lose their leadoff guy, George Springer, and they come back and still tie this series up.
Well, everybody in Canada knew what this team was all about. The world's getting to see it on the greatest stage. They are tough. They are an offense that is relentless, and when they're good in big innings. And the big innings is how they're tied this thing up. Multiple runs in an inning. They did it 5 times. And they've got 5 home runs with no solo home runs. And guess what? The one thing they were worried about has been on fire lately, and that's the bullpen. So the Blue Jays, if they're going to win this series, it's always been about making more contact and creating havoc on the bases.
So if the offense is their path forward to winning this whole thing, for the Dodgers, it's been the starting pitching. Somebody asked me today, you think they can get 6 or 7 innings out of Blake Snell? I said they try to get 8, 9 innings out of Blake Snell the way it's going for the bullpen. Same thing for the Dodgers. It's the Jays offense. It's the Dodgers starting pitching.
It really is. And you look at this whole postseason, they have dominated by the starting pitching. It's kind of overlooked the lack of offense that they've got consistently. And that starting pitching starts with Blake Snell. He's been as good as advertised with one tiny exception. There's his record in the first 3 starts, and he didn't have his best stuff against the Blue Jays. Look for him to rebound and really pick it up from the changeup to the fastball. That's not normal for Blake Snell. And if the Dodgers are going to win this series, it's going to be on the arms of their starting pitching, despite what the offense has not done thus far.
Yeah, and you mentioned it with the offense. This star-studded lineup, they scored 9 runs a game against the Reds in the wild card round, quiet since. And so changes are coming. And for the details, down to Tom Verducci.
Oh, well, thanks, Joe. For 623 straight starts, Mookie Betts has hit first or second. Not tonight. Will Smith hits second. Mookie hits third. Mookie has only 5 hits in his last 34 at-bats, including 1 for 7 with runners on base in the World Series. Now, with the way the Blue Jays have been walking Shohei Ohtani, manager Dave Roberts believes this can ease the burden on Betts to make them pay. Now here is Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Tom. George Springer is getting closer. He is out of the lineup again tonight with right side discomfort, but he ran today, hit off a velocity machine, and is available to pinch hit. If the Jays stay away from him, he'll have another day to recover for Game 6. But John Schneider says that if an opportunity arises, he will not hesitate to take a shot with one of the great postseason players of recent times. Joe?
All right, boys, so all the pieces set in this 162-game marathon into the longest postseason that you've ever seen in this era of baseball, but it all comes down to 3.
The postseason is a grind. The rhythm, the repetition, the ruckus. A seemingly never-ending cycle you can get lost in.
It's an extra month if you get here, but it's the best month that you play. A perfect blend of stress and fun.
Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. The dirt, the champagne, the tears, it all mixes together. To move forward, you have to let it all wash away.
You're fighting for a World Series.
Man, this is what we do it for.
The light at the end of the tunnel is earned in the cleaning of the chaos. Welcome to Game 5 of the World Series.
Tonight, we see cancers. Do you have a higher level? What's left inside besides pride? How fast is your mind racing? How loud is this crowd? Don't you love the thrill of it all? One pitch, one swing, in a season of a million moments. The extraordinary is just 2 more wins away.
Squeeze, Vladimir Guerrero
Unlike ever before, a truly international classic. In any language, it's Game 5. Toronto, Los Angeles. Welcome to the World Series on Fox.
That is the voice of Glenn Powell, whose new movie Running Man will be in theaters on November 7th. In Los Angeles on an 86-degree night, we're ready for Game 5. And when the series is tied 2-2, the Game 5 winner goes on to win the World Series 2/3 of the time. They've won 6 of the last 7 after taking Game 5 in a 2-2 series. Lineup for the Blue Jays for Game 5. They're still without George Springer as the guys detailed. So it's Davis Schneider hitting leadoff, followed by Vlad Jr. and Bo Bichette both sliding up the spot. Alejandro Kirk is the cleanup man. Dalton Varsho is in center field hitting 5th with Ernie Clement. And then the bottom of the order that's continued to make this such a tough lineup to get through. Barger, Kiner Falefa, and Andres Jimenez.